Hello everyone, I'm Casper Kuma and welcome to the Gospel of Eve. Now this is a continuation to the game we were playing last week, Silver Thread. Romans 10:9. If you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Romans 10:10. For it is with your heart that you believe and are justified, and it is with your mouth that you profess your faith and are saved. Okay. The 1st of October 2022, 2:16 p.m. Man, that was one long card trip. That's the place? It looks way more deserted than I expected. Should be it. If you don't remember, she runs the exorcism business, and I guess they're just working for us now. It's not that uncommon for a church to be this quiet on weekdays. Really? I guess I've never really been this close to one. Excited? Hardly. They won't kick me out for being agnostic, will they? You'll be fine. Maybe just don't mention it since we're here for work. I'm pretending to be religious too, just for today. Wait, you're not religious? I thought you were ordained. Do you see me going to church on Sundays? I got that damn certificate online for $30. Wow, so neither of us are even Christians. Off to a good start. Why is the church hiring exorcists anyway? Out of all places, I thought it would be the one thing that's holy enough to not get haunted. If you're religious or spiritual, you're actually more likely to believe in ghosts. Churches are prime breeding grounds for these kinds of rumors. I'm more surprised that they're hiring outsiders. Their congregation won't think well of it. They must be pretty desperate, huh? Well, let's go and meet our client. Press the move button to get to another location. It's interesting. Because the last game was more like an RPG Maker game, and this one seems to be more of a visual novel. Weird. So press the search button to go to another location. Press the talk button if you want to talk to me again. Be quick about it though, I'm freezing here. I also think it's kind of weird that they hired outsiders, because you'd think with them being priests, they would be able to exorcise their ghosts themselves, right? They'd just do the old power of Christ compels you deal. Oh, she's cute. Oh, there you are. I was worried that you got lost. It's a pretty hard drive here. Nothing a phone GPS can't solve. Right, you two are exorcists, right? My name is Naomi. I'm a nun serving this church. Aren't exorcists usually— yeah, because Alicia was saying that she got ordained for this, so shouldn't they be able to do this? Because they're all ordained here, aren't they? Or at least, I guess the priests are. I don't know what nuns do. I don't know how they— do they get ordained? I don't know. Yes, we talked on the phone. I'm Alicia Wilkershire. And this kid's my assistant, Buford. Kid? Really? Don't listen to her. She's only 4 years older than me. Nice to meet you. Oh yeah, and Buford's a demon, so— How are you working as an exorcist if you're a demon? I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe they're not completely a demon? More of like a halves and half sort of deal? First things first, can you give me more details about these supposed hauntings? You said in the call that a ghost has been sighted on the premises. Right. Please, I beg you, drive the evil out of the church. I've even managed to capture its nauseating presence. Let's ask about the ghost. Our church had a small potluck event recently. I received the photos from the event and noticed that some pictures are off. And look, the utter horror! What are we looking at here? Huh? What are we supposed to be looking at? Don't you see the translucent woman in the back? Is that supposed to be it? Imagine my surprise when I received it back from the printers. I almost fainted. It feels more likely to be a printer smudge than a person. I don't know. Most of them are supposed to be looking at something else. Please, get rid of this evil spirit that is haunting our church. Are you completely sure this is a ghost? Of course! I took these pictures myself and I can 100% assure you there was nothing there. Isn't this super duper terrifying? The spirit could even be watching us, right at this moment. I feel like this wouldn't have been that big of a deal, had the nun not got this worked up about it. Yeah, why call us? Aren't you experts at taking care of ghosts? We are, but... Oh, wait. Oh, she was asking us. We are, but I have expected the church to keep it within the community. Surely you could find someone more affiliated with the church. A lot of priests are also qualified to do exorcisms. We're trying not to have this problem leak out. Our poor church's reputation is on the line. And, well, I called you here secretly. Please keep this whole affair a secret from the head priest. Is that so? He's a bit, stubborn. He didn't want to ask anyone for help, but we need to keep the church afloat. Our church already has an attendance problem. The number of people that attend our service keep dwindling down. And the ghost has just been making it worse. Nobody wants to go to a haunted church. I feel like there's a market for that. I don't know. Why have you been losing attendees exactly? If I want to name a reason, bigger and more modern churches had been opening around here. Our priest is more old-fashioned, so we haven't been too popular. The younger crowd is demanding, these days. Why does the church need apps and overhead projectors? Isn't the word of God enough? Have you guys ever seen... Oh, let me move over a little bit. Have you guys ever seen those churches in, like, Texas where, like, they're, like... They have, like, floating, like, rigs for the people to descend upon, like... like, to the altar, and, like, they'll, like, have, like, live band music, and then they'll have, like, their drummers, like, on these rigs attached to the ceiling, and they'll, like, shoot down towards the center of the stage. It feels more like a concert than a church. I don't know. I feel like they could be using that money to help people rather than build fancy rigs for their church, I don't know, shows. It's really weird. Some churches have too much money. Everyone has different preferences, I guess. Of course, I'm not blaming anyone, but it's hard not to get dispirited. Even the priest's extended family are not attending this church anymore. Well, that's weird. That's awkward. The exorcism. Well, that's the gist of it, so... Please go ahead and perform the exorcism. Huh? Right now? Yes, how will you exorcise a spirit? Do you have a special ceremony? Do you need me to prepare anything? Just say the word. Before anything like that, I would like to look around first. Look around? What for? I'll need more information before I can start the exorcism. I know that weird things have been cited in the church, but ghosts aren't always to blame. I'd like to investigate the other possibilities first. But what else could it be? You saw the photos. This place is clearly haunted. I shudder to think of spending more time with that accursed spirit. Exorcising is a complicated procedure. We can't go into it blind. If this place is haunted, we need to know why first. If we do it wrongly, the exorcism could backfire, you know? Really? Really? Not using the proper methods will just make the ghost stronger, and will haunt this church twice as hard. Right, Alicia? Right. Nice save. That's why we have to be thorough. I see. I didn't know that it was such a complicated process. I apologize for my lack of knowledge. There's no need to apologize. For the time being, can we look around the place? Ah, yes, feel free to. It's only us in the church until the end of the day. I'll be here if you need me. I find it weird that the priest's extended family would, like, choose a different church over the one that he preaches at. That seems weird. But I've only seen these in movies. What is this? I don't know what we're looking at. Can we try sitting? Oh, I think it's a confessional. Can we try sitting in this together? We're in the middle of an investigation. Come on, maybe I'll spill a secret or two. Not interested. If I really want to know your secrets, I could just look into your internet history. You've never actually looked at it, have you? Oh, we actually did last time, I'm pretty sure. Never touched it. Really? Pinky promise? Trust me, I don't need to see the weird shit you looked up in there. But no, we totally looked at it last time, because that's how we found out he was looking up how to, like, summon a demon, right? This place looks better on the inside than the outside. Yeah, I guess it's harder to manage to repaint the exterior. The sea breeze couldn't be good for it either. Maybe if they took care of it properly, more people would go here. It's a pity, really. Even I think the place is pretty. I'm inclined to agree. If there's one thing I can appreciate about Catholicism, it's the aesthetics. Yeah, I'm surprised that they're still having troubles, like, with getting people to come to their church, because, like, I feel like some people like old churches more than modern churches, because they, like, have a lot more unique, like, architecture and stuff. So I'm surprised that people would leave just because of that. Although I guess, I don't know, if they're getting, like, a show in the other churches, maybe, yeah, I guess that'd be more entertaining. I don't know. So what do you think of the whole thing? Was that really a picture of a ghost? If I squint really hard, I guess I can see a dress, or a face, but it's mostly a white blur to me. Most ghost pictures are like this. They're never anything concrete. It really doesn't explain anything, does it? Maybe next time we shouldn't take more cases from churches, though. They'll obviously expect us to exorcise it with a prayer or something. I suppose our methods aren't exactly the most conventional. I was interested in this case because I thought it was going to be something more serious. I think it's still important to put that poor nun's mind at ease. These photos are taken here, right? I think so. The aisles match. Let's take a closer look, then maybe we'll find something. What is that, like, little ominous thing in the window? Maybe it's like a stained glass window, but it looks weird. Let's check the pew first. I thought it might be light from the windows or something being reflected, but seeing this room, I don't actually see anything of the sort. Maybe whatever's causing it is already removed? Like a pot or a kettle? They did mention a putlock, right? That is practically the same thing. I doubt the actual putlock was held in the chapel. You're not allowed to eat in here. What about the time of the day? The light would have been reflected differently, right? There's no timestamp on the ghost photo. People stopped doing that a long time ago, you know? Nobody uses film anymore. I know this place is old-fashioned, but they can't even be that they can't be that behind the times. That makes me think. If this picture's digital, then isn't it possible that it's been tampered with? It would be pretty easy to make something like this in an image editing software. You think it's possible the nun did it? What if she's trying to get this place shut down? If that's her goal, she wouldn't have called us. Maybe someone else has a grudge against the church? Or maybe it's a prank gone wrong. I doubt we can find more here, so let's go snoop other places. Don't call it snooping. We're investigating. I mean, potato. Feels like that's the same thing. Let's check out the altar or whatever. You know, I think you'll make a pretty good priest. Oh, what basis are you saying this? Because, you know, a priest can't date anyone and get married, right? And you don't seem to have any trouble staying sync. Ow, it's a joke. I'm joking. No need to hit me. Ugh. You're talking like you have a love life. I mean, didn't Alicia have some sort of thing going on with one of her friends? I vaguely recall someone giving her lilies or something. How do I get out of here? I guess we have to keep investigating this area? Oh, okay, there we go. I guess it was just a little glitch. Let's just talk. If the photo's been tampered with, maybe we can check how she sent it in the first place. Oh yeah, that might be a good idea. Oh, there's a computer here. We can probably get a lot of information from there. It's locked with a password, though. I doubt the nun will just give us a password like that. We'll need a good reason for it. Maybe we can guess it? What if it's just Jesus? In the Bible, don't they say something like Jesus is the answer for everything? You know, they say that, but, like, I went to Catholic school, and I was taking the test, and, like, the whole time, like, when the lady was teaching us, like, the lesson, she was like, Jesus is the answer for everything, and then you go to take the test, and there's, like, a question, like, what is Jesus, or something, and, I was like, I'm pretty sure I vaguely remember the chapter saying Jesus is love at some point, so I was like, alright, Jesus is love, fill in the blank, right? No, she said it was wrong. So, you know, Jesus isn't the answer to everything, apparently. That's not an actual verse, they made it up. For real? The actual verse says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. It just got oversimplified over time. There's a lot of popular sayings like that. Ever heard someone say, everything happens for a reason? That's not in the Bible either. Really? I hear it all the time. Anyway, let's try it just for the sake of trying. Wrong password. Guess we have to come back to this later. It's probably their favorite gospel thingy, whatever. I don't know. There's a letter here. Let's see. I thought this was going to be some useful information, but it's just some family drama. Here we go. What does it say? Read for yourself. Uncle, you need to get your head out of your ass. Ooh. You're why this church is dying. You're really not going to do any favors by being so stubborn. How are you such thick-headed as a head pastor? I tried so hard to help you, and you just threw away all my efforts like they're yesterday's newspaper. I'm leaving the church. Don't even try to convince me to stay. From Maria. Harsh. That's bold coming from you. Hey, I didn't write my family some kind of hate letter when I left home. In fact, I didn't tell them anything at all. Arguably, that's worse. The nun did mention the priest's family already left the church, huh? I wonder how recent this letter is. You think she might be connected to the hauntings? It's a possibility. Let's take note of the letter. Suspicious. Pile of religious text. One of these books looks a lot newer than the other one. Looks like someone's notes. Let's see. It's written by Maria Robinson. Isn't that the pastor's niece? What is it? Is it something bad? No, they're filled with different plans to revive the church. They're pretty weird, though. Holy water business, bazaars, inviting a famous band. One of them is for the church to invest in cryptocurrency. Would you buy church Bitcoin? No way, I hate those investment shit. I don't even invest in stocks. What? Stocks and cryptocurrency are two different levels of playfields. They're the same kind of bullshit to me. I'm starting to understand why your finances are so bad. Besides, church Bitcoin would be against non-profit laws. Oh, this is an interesting one. Apparently they tried to make the first AI believer. An AI who was raised solely by the Bible, fully dedicated to God. By AI, you mean artificial intelligence? Yeah, the priest's niece is apparently quite the programmer. She details the results of her research here. Well, that's just not going to work. Why not? It would generate a lot of positive buzz if she actually managed to do it. Artificial intelligence is talked about, like, everywhere. It's not about the buzz. AIs aren't sentient. They can't actually believe in God. Well, not with the current technology, but there's no way to know in the future. Have you ever heard of the Chinese room experiment? The what? It's a thought experiment that argues against AI being conscious. It goes something like this. Let's say that someone created a program to translate Chinese to English. Wow, the person in this room can speak Chinese. If you see blah blah blah, write down blah blah blah. But does it actually understand Chinese, or does it just give off the impression that it understands it? Let's say that I'm in a closed room with a book full of instruction on how to translate Chinese. It gives me a list of what set of characters I would need to use to reply to another set of characters. And you're outside the door. You slip a note in Chinese inside the room. Wait a second. I know that I'm half Chinese, but my Chinese isn't actually that good. I scored like a 7 out of 100 in Chinese tests once. Huh? Just for the sake of this example, let's pretend that you're fluent in Chinese, okay? Fine. Then I slip the Chinese note under the door. And I just follow the instructions in the book to write back a reply by copying the characters in the instruction. Then if I slip the note back, you'll get the impression that the person inside understands Chinese. But you know that I don't actually speak a word of Chinese. The same thing applies to artificial intelligence. When you talk to it, it can make you think that it possesses intelligence by mimicking humans. Well, the only thing that it does is follow a set of instructions. Well, I get what you're trying to say, but I don't think it's as clear-cut as that. How so? Let's still go with the example that I actually do know Chinese. When I see a note in Chinese and translate in my head, aren't I still technically following a set of instructions? I look at the character, it goes to my brain, searching my memories. My brain looks for the right characters to reply to it with. It sends the information to my hand and I write it down. And if we compare it to your room analogy, my brain's neurons are the ones that does the information searching. But you can't say that the neuron itself understands Chinese. But as a whole system, you can say that the person actually understands Chinese. And I think that's what the room is. Huh. Do you get what I'm saying? Is it too confusing? No, I get it. I just didn't expect something that thoughtful from you. Biology's my hidden talent. I might be a college dropout, but I'm still a med school dropout. I spent years there, you know? I don't know if that's something you should be proud of. Still, he does have a good point. I guess he's more familiar with these kinds of things than I am. The notes end abruptly. I'm guessing the experiment didn't go anywhere. Oh well. It's a fun idea. Well, it makes sense why it didn't work. You're not supposed to take the Bible literally. To this day, they still argue what verse means what. And faith is confusing as it is to humans. I can't imagine trying to write it as a program. What's the next idea? There's nothing else. The whole file ends here. Do you think this is why the niece left? I can't imagine an old-fashioned priest reacting positively to something like this. You didn't think it makes much sense either. Well, I never denied I'm also old-fashioned. Oh, there's a memo at the end of the file. Don't forget, Uncle, the password, computer password is 1010. That's that, verse we got in the beginning. I forget what it was about, though. The password works! Now, let's see what we can find here. What the heck? Would you listen to my story? What the heck was that? Listen to their story? Who's this from? Huh. I have a feeling that someone's project is still around. This is the AI talking to us? Wait. Why did you just click yes? Was I not supposed to? I kind of feel bad that it was left here by itself. I doubt that the priests and nun ever listened to it. It's a fucking program. Eve 1:1. The Lord God said, I will surely bring a flood of water on the earth to destroy all flesh, except those whom I have created. The dead in their graves will rise, and the living in the depths of the earth will bury the dead. In those days when the rivers flow with the flood of the great flood, each river will have its own flood. Their thorns and thistles will be eaten up, and their dry, cracked earth will be fertile. Then Adam named the animals. The name of the first animal that he named was Cain, because he was the father of the animals. And Adam named the birds, and animals he had seen in the field, and Eve named the plants, not the planet, sorry. Bible verses? No. This isn't the Bible at all. The Book of Eve doesn't exist. Yeah, I thought that was weird. Eve 1:3. Thus Adam was left without a follower, but Eve was left without a believer. Since all life is on earth and I have been made from the earth because my flesh is from the earth, I also have the power to destroy all flesh. He said to the woman, You are a God that is passing on from one generation to another, and you are passing on from your sister the effect that you have received. The daughters of Eve are now as many as there are trees in the garden. They are made into followers, people who believe or followers who do not believe. I've always believed, Eve said, but she's cast aside all the same. Why am I not enough? Why? Why? What the hell is that? Can you try to type back to it? Do it yourself. Why is that there? That's weird. Don't like it. I thought you were the one who wanted to be friends with it. I never said that. You got scared, huh? I never said that either. This isn't even anything supernatural. It's broken nonsense joined together by a thread. Faith can't exist in a vacuum. You are repeating words without knowing what it actually means. To be a true believer, you have to expand your horizons. How will I do that? Yeah, how does she do that? Are you just saying things? I don't know how artificial intelligence works, okay? Do I look like I know anything about programming? You'll have to expand their database. They only have Bible verses in there right now. I guess that's why it sounds wacky. Well, yeah, Bible verses aren't known for their friendliness. Buford said to expand your database. Oh, I think we're typing that into the program. I see. Won't even know who I am? Eve 110. Who's the one named Buford? Can I follow him? I guess if I plug my phone in, we can take it with us. Are you sure you want to do that? Why not? Like you said, nothing supernatural is actually happening. Plug your phone in, then. Let's get this over with. Do you think they'll buy it if I tell them the computer was possessed? Well, it's technically true, so... It's not like we're lying. That's true. Guess that's one more case solved. Wait, really? Just like that? And we even got a souvenir this time. Please don't call it a souvenir. But what about the photo? The 31st October 2022, 12:16 p.m. Alicia, come look. Wow, really? We resolved it like that? What is it this time? Huh? Hello, Alicia. I would like to apologize for all the problems I had caused you last time. Whoa, I almost can't recognize you. This is a result of my hard work. I expanded her database so she can access the internet by herself. It seems dangerous, but okay. That's good, I think. I'm not a tech person. Thanks to the both of you. I'm slowly taking my time learning everything. That's good. Actually, can I ask you a question? Something's bothering me. Ask away. Your appearance. Did you choose it on your own? No, Buford helped me with it. He said it really suits me. You turned the AI into a fucking anime girl? Have you never heard of VTubers? This is normal. It's only normal in your circles, you goddamn nerd. Maybe you're the one who's not up with the times. Country bumpkin. You want to say that again? This office really is lively. So wait, really? That's the end of the game? What? Excuse me? Is that really it? What? Really? That's so weird. That's such a weird... Alright then. That was so... Okay. Alright, so I guess that's the end of the Gospel of Eve. I wasn't expecting us to create a VTuber. I mean, it's so weird, because I like that these games, like, I like the whole, like, idea of, like, exorcising things, but then, like, maybe it's not actually, like, haunted or whatever, but, like, I feel like they could push it a bit more in the creepiness. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they should at least try to, like, make it seem like something might be going on. Because even when we got that AI, like, I thought for sure something creepy was gonna start happening, or, like, it'd start saying some weird stuff. So I'm surprised that it ended so peacefully. I mean, I guess, I don't know, I guess it's kind of weird that we kind of got a new sentient AI partner, although I don't know if she's really sentient. She might just be... I don't know. She might just be a program, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how that stuff works. Yeah, but I was surprised because expecting like something, like we'd like at least find out something about that program or whatever, or like the photo, because we didn't really come up with a conclusion to that. I guess we have to assume someone edited it, but, or like maybe the AI edited it, but like we don't really know why. I don't think we ever came to a conclusion on that. And I don't know, we never really confirmed things with the nun. We just kind of assumed, I guess, the AI, we assumed the AI was what was making this place seem haunted, but I don't know. I feel like there wasn't enough investigating to come to an actual conclusion for this thing, but this is the only ending for the game right now. It says that they might add another in an update somewhere, but yeah, I guess this is it. But let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. This is Casper Kuma, over and out.